Alright, what's up, everybody? So, yeah, took a loss today. Bias was correct. I know where price is going. Execution was pretty poor, right? Pretty poor in execution. And, whoops. I took 2 stabs at it and got cooked both times. Reason I got cooked is I honestly just did not. What's the word? I honestly just did not put my stop where it needed to be. One, and two, I got in incorrectly. What I mean, I got in incorrectly. I got in off the indication, not on the correction or continuation like you're supposed to. So let's break it down, right? This is MNQ here. So high. Whoops, yeah, high, low, high, into a new lower low, right? That's how price is flowing. I got in foolishly. So let's go down here first, right? So 7 a.m. we push lower. Push lower. 9:30 does this weird thing, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. Price is looking like it's ready to start going down. We have our area where we want our indication to come back to. Sorry, our correction to come back to, right? So we come down, we come back. I thought this would have counted as a correction, but obviously not, right? And that's where I kind of screwed up. So that happens, and now you can see prices now rolling over. So I don't think this is my target, by the way, which is I have to go on the 4 hour for you to see that, which is down here, right? That's where I'm expecting price to roll over to. So let's cut it up on the 15, right? So yeah, man, this is bad. Now looking back at it, right? I think I got a little bit of FOMO here also because I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So we come in, all right, this is 9:30. Price pushes up, immediately pushes back down. I said, look, I'm gonna get in here. My first instinct was, yeah, get in here, right? Stop above the high. I was like, damn, that's a massive stop, but whatever, right? That's what I was thinking at the time. And to be quite honest, I actually ended up losing more money than that today anyways. So maybe I should have just done it that way. So I was like, all right, cool, we got that. Boom. So price comes here, all right? I thought this was a really nice push down. This is obviously the correction here for us to then continue lower, right? So I should have been looking to enter really should like 2 o'clock. Yeah, pretty much 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock on a 5-minute is probably clean as hell, right? This is where I should 2:15 is where I should be entering. Anyways, I digress, right? We'll get into that as well. So price pushes down, comes back up. I get in pretty much when this candle closes, right? You'll see it a little bit cleaner on a 5-minute, I think. Yeah, pretty much when that candle closes, I hop in. And pretty much immediately I'm out. Because I'm looking for this, right, to be the continuation. Like, I'm just looking for this to keep going lower. All right? So, yeah, that happens. And I'm like, all right, I know price wants to go down. Right now, where we are, price looks pretty set, right? We came up. We should be looking to push lower again. So I was like, I bet I'm going to sell again, right? So price gave us this bearish candle engulfing this one. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna hop in. Hopped in, pretty much right here after this kind of rejection. So you can see that there. Boom. Hopped in here again. My thing was above here. Yeah, above these highs. I was like, all right, cool. That should be safe and we should roll over. Nope. Fink, came straight back up and took me out. So, yeah, that's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And you know why I think I had this issue today as well. Indication and correction should be viewed on an hour or 4 hour, right? The only thing you should be looking for on a lower time frame, 15 and 5, is the continuation. And you should be looking at the continuation once your correction is fulfilled. Once your correction is fulfilled. How does the correction become fulfilled? Well, you have one. We come back up into this, what do you call this here? I guess the previous low, right? So you previous lower low, so lower high, lower low, lower high, right? You come back up into here, come above, and then you close below. That's when you're safe to pretty much enter, right? That's one. Or two, where's the example? This is an example of that, right? Price pushes down. We create basically a ceiling, right? Or an area of sellers holding price down, right? You come into an area of sellers, which typically you're able to pull all the way across. You can see that pretty tidily over here, right? So we come into the area of sellers, and on the lower time frame, price changes and we're able to go lower, right? And this has to be on the H1 as well, or the 4 hour, doesn't matter. Now, when you look at what happened today, I was looking for that stuff to happen on a 5 minute. And you can see how that obviously is an issue. So yeah, not very good at that. So I've definitely learned my lesson in this regard. Now, if you look at where I said we should have entered, right? So it's looking like this. Price comes back up into our FEG, not our FEG, into our correction point. Now we're looking for our continuation. We close below. You have two options. You can enter here, short. Stop should really actually be above this high, but no, we're not doing that. Stop should be above like here, something like that. Target lows, cool, whatever. Or you can go down to a 5 minute and figure it out from there. I got a fly in my room, sorry about that. So what do we have, right? I'm gonna cut this up on a 5 minute. It's a little bit easier to see. So you have this push up. All right, you have this push up, price comes back below, price comes back above, and now we come back below. You should be entering here at 2:30 based on 5 minute. On the 15 minute, 15 minute you can pretty much enter off this come back in at 2 o'clock, 2:30, somewhere in here, right? That's where you're entering, and your stop is going above this high. Right? It's a little bit cleaner on the 15 minute, to be quite honest with you. So you should be entering here on the 5, covering this high, like so, targeting these lows. Or you can be entering on the 15. It's a 15 minute one. Excuse me. 15. Pretty much when price comes back up here, you're entering here, covering this high, and targeting the same thing. So understanding where price wants to go is not an issue. It was the execution of how I enter. But now I think going through it this time, I'm understanding a little bit more. Not a little bit, a lot more. And it makes a lot more sense to me in terms of what I should have been doing and where I should have been looking to enter price. Stick to that H1, H4 for those correction moves, those corrections, and be patient. Be patient. I think another reason why I kind of rushed it to get in here was I missed this one on Tuesday. Missed this short on Tuesday. I missed. What did Monday do? Monday didn't do anything. I missed this short on Tuesday. I missed this short on Wednesday. I was actually kind of pissed about this one because this one was really clean. And then ultimately today, price kind of left without me, and I wasn't patient enough to to get in the proper entry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the market review from today. 2 losses. But I understand a lot better now what kind of needs to be done. So 2 losses, take those on the chin, and we move.